For the last few months as I've gone to Walmart, I walk past the electronics and I've been seeing these iPhones, which are in this bag right here. And I keep asking myself, why are these iPhones so freaking cheap? After doing some research, I bought a couple and found some really interesting things that I'm going to share with you guys and answer the question if these are worth it. Now, this is an iPhone 11, which Walmart sells for $199. And for context, Apple no longer sells the iPhone 11, but when they were, they sold them for $699. So why is Walmart selling them so cheap? Well, it's partially because of this company right here, as well as a few others. And I know you've heard of Total Wireless, but I'm going to share some more with you as we get deeper into this video. And this iPhone here is even more exciting because this is an iPhone SE 3, which Apple still sells for over $400. And as you can see, Walmart is selling it for $149. So if you're like me, initially you're thinking, okay, what's the catch? What kind of contract are you locked into? Are these refurbished or something similar? Well, I'll get into that in the video, but just want to let you guys know that I'm going to talk about that, and we're also going to unbox these iPhones and see if they're any different from the iPhones that you get at the Apple Store. Now, I get a lot of messages from you guys telling me that you cannot afford iPhones or other smartphones, and if you're in the United States and next to a Walmart, this is a really good option. So let's talk about the catch. On the back of these phones, you can see these little packets, and as I've looked deeper into this, I don't think it's much of a catch. These are instruction packets for Total Wireless by Verizon. And Total Wireless is a month-to-month plan through TracFone where you have Verizon service, and you do pay month-to-month, but their plans are actually cheaper than what I currently pay for T-Mobile, so I might actually end up using these. So for those of you who don't know, you buy a monthly plan, there's no contract, and for me to have the same unlimited plan I have now, it would be $80 a month. But if you add 5 lines, it goes down to $27 a line per month. There's also options if you want to do a single line, and if you want to do less storage or even up to 5 lines, it's pretty cool. But say you don't want to be on Total Wireless, you could actually activate the phone for 60 days. Then Total Wireless will unlock the phone. It will become a fully unlocked phone, and you could use it on any carrier with any SIM card that you want. I even posted the terms of their contract down in the description below. In a nutshell, Walmart sells them for a much lower cost because they're locked to a carrier. But again, the carrier lock is only for 60 days, at least for Total Wireless. I'm unsure about those other carriers through Walmart like Family Wireless. I'm only speaking to Total Wireless. So that explains the catch, if you want to call it a catch, but let's open this thing up and see if it's the same as what you can get from Apple. So far, it's looking identical, and this is not a refurbished phone from what I can see. I'm curious to see what the phone looks like once we turn it on, because some people on Reddit made claims that there's spyware and bloatware on these iPhones, but I personally don't believe that Apple would allow that because they're pretty serious with their quality control. Okay, unwrapping this. This is exactly like the iPhone SE 3 I've bought previously, and I also like this deep blue color. I'm unsure what that color is, but let's power this thing on. Looking pretty run-of-the-mill iPhone. You've got the packet here, and the sticker, and the good old flimsy SIM pin that Apple's started to include in their phones. No charge block. Okay, looking normal. To save you guys the dread of me setting this phone up, I set everything up with my iCloud, and this thing's good to go. There's not any spyware or bloatware, and I am installing Brawl Stars as well as Call of Duty Mobile to check out the gameplay. I want to see how the SE3 handles Call of Duty Mobile, because it does have the A15 chipset, which is mighty impressive. Also, the back camera on the iPhone SE3 is pretty dang good. It's 12 megapixels for the back camera. It could also record 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, but I just want to take a couple snapshots here and show you guys that the camera is pretty freaking impressive. Oh yeah. No, but really, if you're looking for a phone that does the job and has a decent processor and an okay storage, the SE3 is not a bad option, and the 64 spec is the lowest storage option, which I have here, but you could definitely upgrade for a little more money. And the good news is, if you want a larger screen from the phones that were available at my Walmart, unsure if it's the same for yours, there's also the iPhone. I do have to say it has the same exact things, the little starter booklet, as well as a charge cable, which is USB-C Type 2 Lightning, by the way. But this one has a A13 Bionic chip, which is actually kind of a downgrade compared to the SE3, because the SE3 has the A15 Bionic chip, which is the same as the iPhone 13 models. Also, this one is not refurbished. It's the same thing, straight from Apple, good to go. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing any signs that this is refurbished. But I went ahead and set this up off camera. No spyware, no bloatware. And I'm waiting for Call of Duty and a few other applications to download so we can do a quick test run. But yeah, there you go. You can see that this is a 64GB model running the newest iOS. It even has the limited warranty as well as the SE3. So if you activated this for 60 days and let this unlock, then you could put whatever carrier you wanted into it. But Total Wireless is not a bad option if you have good Verizon service in your area. The back camera is also 12 megapixels, similar to the SE3. The only difference is this one has a ultra-wide camera, when the SE3 doesn't, and then this screen is a bit larger. But kind of a weird comparison between the SE3 and iPhone 11. It's just what was available at Walmart to me, so yeah. Going back to the iPhone SE3, I was able to download Call of Duty Mobile successfully, thank goodness. It did take a while, but the reason I suck so bad at Call of Duty has nothing to do with the lag or the bad performance of the phone. It's clearly that I just don't play very much Call of Duty Mobile. Actually, I'm doing well in this clip. What a surprise. I think I'm gonna die soon. Let's see. Am I playing against robots? Why am I still alive? Okay, there we go. There we go. Everyone's asking me about Brawl Stars all the time, so just want to do a quick demo that in the very first level of Brawl Stars, it is playable on the iPhone SE3. No performance issues here. It is a 64GB spec. You could get these with more storage, and then once you set up the phone, the back heats up initially, but it's not doing that any longer. So is the iPhone SE3 worth it from Walmart? Yes, 100%. It is worth it for $149. Even if you were to use Total Wireless, this is a good deal in my opinion, especially if you're on a budget. Now it's interesting, in this part of the video, I came back to the iPhone 11 to play some Call of Duty Mobile and Brawl Stars, and it didn't download as quick as the SE3 because it has a smaller chip. So here's a cut. I got everything downloaded, and let's go ahead and play some games, starting with Stumble Guys. You know, it only takes me playing Stumble Guys once in a while to remember that I don't like this game. It's just kind of frustrating. But if you wanted to know if it runs on the iPhone 11, it obviously does, and there's no What the? Why is everything freezing? Okay, maybe the iPhone 11 can't handle Stumble Guys. Now it's just because I have bad Wi-Fi. It works. Moving on. You know what? Call of Duty took a really long time to download once I launched the application. I think I watched TikTok for about 30 minutes here, waiting for this game to load. But don't worry, eventually we were able to launch, and I was placed in Nuketown, where I got absolutely obliterated by pretty much everybody. I think I got a couple kills, and that was because I was camping. But Call of Duty works. It works on the iPhone 11 once you get it to launch. It takes some time, but it's capable. So to answer our question, are Walmart iPhones worth it? I think they absolutely are. Even if they are on Total Wireless, I think that's the only restriction, but even if you were to activate them for 60 days, eventually these things unlock and you have a fully unlocked phone. I know everyone won't have this opinion, but this is mine. Happy 4th of July, and if you guys like this video, please subscribe, because I release videos like this every single week. I hope you guys all have a wonderful extended weekend as we celebrate our country's independence here in the United States. Don't worry, I'll see you guys in a little bit, and thanks for watching the video. Catch you guys soon. Peace.